actually one that ended up on the BBC Upload Festival, but I've never, this will be the first time performing it live, so here we go. It's actually, as well as working as an artist, I have a history working in care as well, and mental health, and during the pandemic when all my work disappeared, I took to that again. And so here we have a piece called Comm to a Care Worker. Thank you. Vacancy. Unskilled worker required. Apply within. Anyone hired. No experience necessary. Immediate start. Minimum wage. Bring your heart. All training provided, but even an MVQ can never truly prepare you. Not just for being underpaid, overworked and undervalued, but for the challenge of simply making it through long days spent short-staffed. It might not be bricklaying, but hoist manoeuvres and manual handling is equally hard graft, especially when they try and fight back. A cat for carers says that I, a professional wiper of other people's bottoms, can hold my head up high and hope this legacy won't soon be forgotten. For there are only two types of folk, those who will and those who won't. And those who will soon see that on a 14-hour shift, dealing with shit falls off the end of one's to-worry list. The truth of the matter is that eventually you find that cleansing another's behind is a good time to remind yourself that, whilst a noble task, it's really not all that much to ask. In people's homes within the community, or on different units, I see a vast complexity of human needs to be met, and my own I must temporarily forget. Whilst most are grateful, others have grown hateful, their existence embittered by their plight. Yet I must find patience, even lasting at night. Compassion in the face of a swinging fist, or vitriolic ramblings spat in my direction. To feel, to listen, to forgive, and meet them still with affection. Our society's most vulnerable, whilst in many ways incapable, remain in every way human, only ever seeking connection. A hand held tenderly, worries consoled over cups of tea and stories of old, a plate full of biscuits to snack on as we put their old favourite tracks on. We sing, we dance, we laugh, we sway, the blessing or curse of another day. As the older ones will often say, I'm ready for the Lord to take me away. I cannot leave my work at the door. The souls I aid linger long after the shift ends. They touch me deep in my core and I'll never be the same again. Each day, a little triumph through trauma. Bodies bathed and fed, comforted, content. It's the smallest of acts that form a bond, if only at least in the moment. But the one concern I could never cure, the desire they have to return home at last, and despite how minds may be obscured, each and every day they ask, yet my work is their home, and as far as possible, I'll make it feel so. If home is where the heart is, then I offer mine wholly to this. What it is to really care, to realise that you may one day be there. Thank you. Thanks so much. Believe it or not, a manager once told me that my heart wasn't in the job. So, she only knew her patients by the room number, so... All right, so this last one. When that piece I just read was on the Upload Festival, one of the presenters afterwards said, oh yeah, they say, don't they, write about what you know. And a friend of mine said, what does she mean, stick to what you know? And I was like, no, it's not what she said, and it's not what she meant. But it got me thinking, what if what I knew was absolutely nothing? So this features a little word that us Derbyshire folk know is called note. So this is called write about what you know. They say, write about what you know. But me, you see, I know note. In fact, there's note that I don't know note about. There's loads I could start, but it's best to work it out yourself. There's plenty of books about note on the shelf. written by academics, professors or scholars who know all there is to know about note. These experts and know-it-alls know everything about note at all. A quick search online and you're guaranteed to find endless sites and countless words about all the note there is to know in the world. Take your notepad and pen, because there's plenty about note that's easy to forget. On the TV even, there it's rife. Enough shows about note for the rest of your life. The news, of course, can keep us informed of note in particular going off in your area. So be sure to tune in, because you don't want to miss out on the note just in. Now, a note on note before I go, a word to the unwise. Take it from me, I've seen it plenty of times. There's only so much note your brain can soak up before it bursts at the seams like note you've ever seen. A space once vacant, now populated with note, but not much worth knowing. Anyway, what I do know for sure is there's absolutely note that's for certain. Socrates knew a thing or two, and he once asserted, I know one thing, and that's that I know note. There was note that he didn't know that wasn't worth knowing. See, I'm not all that daft. Even Socrates says so, and he knew note about all sorts. Not that he'd admit it, of course. Yay!